At this point in the story, Huo Yuhao has already consumed the dragon pill, successfully located the Ice Bear King, and finally traced clues to Tang Ye's whereabouts. Tang Wutong, on the other hand, temporarily withdraws into seclusion, organizing fragmented memories that are gradually returning to her. On the surface, everything seems to be progressing along familiar lines. Yet behind the scenes, the Sun-Moon Empire unveils a drastic change to one of the most controversial plot lines from the original novel. After ascending the throne, Xu Tianran finds himself trapped by the very power he fought so hard to obtain. The war has plunged the empire into chaos, and ministers relentlessly pressure him to establish a crown prince as soon as possible, fearing instability should anything happen to him. For Xu Tianran, this demand strikes directly at his greatest weakness. He has no natural heirs. In the original novel, his solution was ruthless and morally repulsive. He selected a distant younger brother with royal blood, but no real influence, and used Zhu Zi as a tool to produce an heir, one he could control completely. The animation, however, chooses a different path, one that replaces physical coercion with cold technology. The introduction of the Polar Day Project fundamentally reshapes the logic behind the birth of the Crown Prince. This project, developed by the Royal Household Department, is presented as an advanced form of cloning technology, capable of targeted replication and solidification of high-level intelligent life forms. In simple terms, it allows royal bloodlines to be continued without traditional reproduction, neatly sidestepping the ethical outrage that the original plot would inevitably provoke. For Xu Tianran, the Polar Day Project is nothing short of salvation. It grants him something he never truly had, the ability to claim a child as unquestionably his own. In the royal hall, surrounded by symbols of imperial authority and scientific achievement, Xu Tianran personally escorts Zhu Zi to review the project's research results. His demeanor is gentle, almost tender, but beneath that softness lies a domineering certainty. When he produces the sealed container holding his own genetic material, his pride is unmistakable. This is not merely a sample, it is proof of his legitimacy, his supremacy, and his belief that only he is worthy of passing on such blood. He orders the royal offering hall to extract the purest essence from his body, ensuring that the resulting child will not only carry his genes, but potentially inherit his martial soul as well. In Xu Tianran's eyes, even if the child is born through artificial means, it is still undeniably his offspring. His excitement borders on obsession. He speaks as if fate itself has finally acknowledged him, as if the empire, the heavens, and destiny have all bent to confirm that he alone deserves to be called father. Yet Zhu Zi's silence during these moments speaks louder than words. Late at night, alone within her palace, Zhu Zi stands beneath the cold stars, the weight of her decision pressing down on her. In one hand lies Xu Tianran's genetic material, representing power, security, and the continuation of imperial authority. In the other lies the genetic sample she secretly obtained from Huo Yuhao in the far north. Unlike Xu Tianran's ambition-driven pride, Huo Yuhao's essence carries something entirely different. Resilience born from suffering, strength forged through sacrifice, and a will that has never bent to tyranny. Zhu Zi's relationship with Xu Tianran has always been transactional. She is a tool, a collaborator, a political asset, but never an equal. No matter how gently Xu Tianran speaks, she understands that once the child is born, her value will diminish. She will become nothing more than a footnote in the empire's history, her body and loyalty consumed in service of another man's ambition. Huo Yuhao, however, represents a different future. He does not seek to dominate her. He does not view her as a vessel or a pawn. Even when he is unaware of her actions, his existence alone challenges the rigid order Xu Tianran seeks to impose. Choosing Huo Yuhao is not merely an emotional decision, it is an act of rebellion, subtle but profound. And so, Zhu Zi makes her choice. During the upcoming surgical procedure, she will secretly replace Xu Tianran's genetic material with Huo Yuhao's. On the surface, nothing will change. The empire will celebrate the birth of a crown prince. Xu Tianran will believe his dream has been fulfilled. Ministers will bow, wars will continue, and the machinery of power will grind on. But the truth will be different. Zhu Yunhan will not be Xu Tianran's child. He will be a clone of Huo Yuhao. This single substitution shatters Xu Tianran's dream at its core. even though he will not realize it for a long time. The child he believes to be the embodiment of his will and blood will instead carry the essence of the one person he cannot truly control. The bond between Huo Yuhao and Xu Yunhan, though unspoken and unseen, is already forming. A bond that may one day overturn everything Xu Tianran has built. This adaptation choice fundamentally shifts the emotional and thematic weight of the story. It transforms Zhu Zi from a tragic victim into a quiet strategist, from a tool of empire into someone who dares to shape destiny with her own hands. It also reinforces Huo Yuhao's role as a silent disruptor of established power, someone whose influence extends far beyond the battlefield. In the end, the Polar Day Project is not just about cloning technology, it is about who truly gets to decide the future. And in this moment, under the cold starlight of the Sun Moon Empire, Zhu Zi makes a decision that will echo across generations. What do you think of this adaptation? Does it strengthen the story, or does it change its meaning too much? Leave your thoughts below, and we'll see you next time. As the curtain slowly falls on this episode, the seeds of fate have already been planted, quietly taking root beneath the surface of the empire. Power believes it has won, ambition thinks it has secured the future, yet destiny has chosen a different path. One born from a single, silent decision made in the dead of night. From this moment on, every smile hides a lie, every victory carries a hidden cost, and every bond will be tested by the truth waiting to be revealed. The story of Soul Land 2 is far from reaching its climax. The ripples caused by this choice will spread across the continent, colliding with love, loyalty, and unyielding will. When the truth finally emerges, who will stand unshaken, and who will see their carefully built world collapse? If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to uncover more hidden meanings, character fates, and future twists, don't forget to support the channel and share your thoughts. Your theories and opinions are always welcome. Until next time, keep watching, keep thinking, and we'll meet again as destiny continues to unfold.